My name is Fiona Songa, the Chief Executive Officer of the Technology Service Providers Association of Kenya, TESPOC. Today's event has been a success considering that it is the first of its kind on this continent, the first in Kenya, the first in Africa, and we hope that the goals for which we have organized the event will be achieved. There's been a very good turnout. It has been amazing to see the crowds of people streaming in, and even after the event had started, the first race had started, we saw others still coming in wanting to participate in the other races. The crowd has been overwhelming, but we've had a lot of support from our government agencies, Athletics Kenya, the police, the anti-doping agency. It's been nice having all the government entities coming in to play their role, to support us and to make this a success. And I really appreciate the effort that we've received from them. TESPOC partners, TESPOC members have been very supportive. They came in and they've taken an exhibition space. They are talking to customers in the exhibition space. The field looks a bit empty, but the exhibition village, I'm informed, is full. People are having their technology questions answered by the likes of Zuku, Africa Networks. We've got Computer Pride there answering questions on training. So we've got a number of things happening in the tech village that are keeping everybody engaged. The kids are busy running around and jumping around in the kids village. This is a national event we want to do over time. So we are yet to decide on whether we are going to have it in other counties, but we would love to have it in other counties. And this is partly because we are aware of the large crowds of groups that wanted to come in from different counties, but we asked them to hold on. We will get there. So we will definitely get to other counties and see if it can rotate around the different counties, and we can give autistic children an opportunity to just come together, to come in and do something that they enjoy, to feel free to participate in sports in a way that makes sense for them, and to just give them an opportunity to interact with other children, normal children, and to see that people around appreciate them for who they are. I am yet to look at the numbers of how much we have raised, because we had registration going on and up to the time that the 2-kilometer race was about to begin, which was the last race for the day. So the team, there's a finance team that is doing the reconciliations. Once they've done that, then we'll be able to know exactly how much we have raised. A lot of partners came in and covered a number of costs of the event, and that is what has made this event possible, because if it wasn't for the partners, as an industry body, we wouldn't afford to do this on our own. You'll notice all other races are organized by banking institutions. We are not a bank. We are a tech entity. And so for us, it's really based on partnerships. And building partnerships is something TESPOC has done over the years from 1999 when it was established. And here we are forging a partnership with autistic parents, with parents of autistic children. And we hope that this partnership is going to eventually benefit the children in a wide range, in the sense that we're not going to deal with individual children. We are looking out at using existing public policy to support autistic children in public school systems, not private schools, because private schools tend to already have parents who have some level of ability. It is in the public schools where you find parents who really are average, ordinary Kenyans. Hustler at the bottom are the ones we want to help and we want to partner with, so that they can be able to take their kids to schools. There's been a lot of volunteers who've come through, so we realize we need to have a system of being able to onboard volunteers like we onboard our partners. And it's not a bad thing, it's a very good thing, because there are many people, Kenyans of goodwill, who want to make a difference. We've also realized a lot of partners want to be involved, and many people appreciate the fact that this is an industry association bringing one industry together to help one particular sector. It's a different way of running things that hasn't been seen before, because TESPOC is owned by the industry. The different service provider companies that operate within this space are pretty much the owners of TESPOC, and they're the members of TESPOC, and they're the ones who determine how things happen at TESPOC. I think our main event is going to be this autism race. That is what we are going to focus on. And one of the reasons we did this race, you need to remember, is I had mentioned earlier, is because KXP this year was celebrating its 20th anniversary. KXP is the Kenya Internet Exchange Point where all the local internet traffic is exchanged and switched. If you're using the Kenya Internet Exchange Point, your traffic communication goes in 30 milliseconds across from one person to another. If you're not at the exchange and you can actually check your speeds, you'll find your transmission takes more than 30 milliseconds, and therefore your service provider is not bringing you into the exchange. But so as we have worked to improve the customer experience, making you addicted to the internet by giving you faster speeds of communication, we are hoping that, not that we want you to be addicted to running, but we hope that we will be able to improve the quality of events and running and style of how they are done within our country. So this is not going to be our only event, and there's going to be a series of these over the years that are coming up. So we will focus on the autism and autism racing and autism marathon. And we've gotten some feedback today to consider sprints. And yes, we're actually considering introducing a sprint race. And we are happy that our brand ambassador, Fernando Omanyala, is a sprinter. And so we are putting him to task to also utilize his skills and actually come in and do what he's good at. And maybe we'll bring in some international sprinters to challenge him. And we could possibly start planning early and see if we can get names and suggestions of who we should invite to challenge Mr. Fernando Omanyala.
Sports Eye. Sports Eye. Sports Eye. Sports Eye. Sports Eye Kenya. Sports Eye.